What's up, everybody? Stefan here from Mod to Fame. Coming to you now with another update for my Corvette. But before I get into that, I just want to ask, what is going on with the C5? I mean, I've had this car for a very long time, and it was very rare to see like other young people with this car. But now that I watch like YouTube videos and stuff a lot, I'm noticing that there's a lot of people jumping into the C5 market. I think they realize that it's just so much bang for the buck. It's like a why not, right? Me personally, a lot of guys are into either getting a car, keeping it stock and just driving it. But the ones that I like that I'm seeing like on YouTube are the guys that's getting into them just to modify them. For an example, there's a couple of projects going on outside of mine, which I'm following very closely. One is the Unicorn Vet from 1320 Video. It's pretty crazy what he's doing with the twin turbo setup from her on Speed, and also the motor build that he's putting in it. And then in competition with Cletus McFarlane with Leroy, the Corvette with no body on it. That's pretty darn awesome. And then you got Taylor Ray with the Drift Vet, and Tyler with the Horvette, which is like slammed out. He's not really into the performance as much. It's just more about making it crazy. And then Rob Ferretti is a person that I've always known to have this car. I remember going to meets at Gotham Dream Cars way back when with my car, and Rob doing sick burnouts back then with his C5. So Rob, I give you credit, man. You the OG in this. But with all of this, it has really encouraged me to give my project a name, especially since I have a YouTube channel as well. And the name that I've decided on for mine is HumblePie. So this is Project HumblePie. And the reason why I want to call it HumblePie is because personally, I'm a humble dude. I stay in my own lane. I do my own thing. I'm into making my car look crazy first and go fast second. So I guess in that sense, you know, I guess someone like Tyler who's new to this, but bringing that element to it as well, something I've been doing since like 2008 with the car, which I love to see. I love to see someone else getting into it to slam it out, crazy fitment. But I'm gonna blend the both too, right? So I'm a humble dude who's standing in my lane with keeping the car looking crazy. But number two, with this build, I want to be able to serve up that humble pie. Meaning that one guy who thinks his car is hella fast, it probably doesn't look too good either, with, you know, maybe some huge tires on it and no suspension, just, I don't know. It's a lot of people like that. Or it's the guy who bought his Lamborghini, his Ferrari, his Porsche, even though I have a Porsche, his Porsche or any other exotic car, like the fastest thing on the road. I want to be able to serve him up when it comes down to it. When he looks at my Vet or looks down to it, serve up that humble pie. So mine is Project Humble Pie. Get used to it. And to give you guys an update on where it is, I've acquired the motor. I've decided to go LQ4. In addition to that, I'm doing a LS3 top. So basically LS3 heads, LS3 intake, fuel rails, and injectors. And then initially for stage one, I'm just going to throw a lot of nitrous at it. So the motor is going to be built to take the shot with the rings gap for it, and all the supporting mods internally to support the shot. So basically what my goal is, I'm shooting for about on a shot anywhere from 650 to 700 to the tire. And that should be a pretty healthy car. With that being the case, there's still going to be a stage two. It's just going to be a little bit later. It's going to be delayed. Money does not grow on trees. But maybe you guys can help me. I don't know if this goes viral. Maybe it can help me to acquire the supercharger that I want to do, because I want to be at about 800 to the tire on this car. And then maybe, just maybe, I can go out and play with the big dogs like Rob and 1320, what he's building, and Leroy. I'll go to anywhere. I'll ship the car down. They're meeting at ice cream cruise. I'll ship my car down there. that's not a problem for me, and fly down there and have a little fun with those guys as well. But happy to see what's happening with the C5. I encourage anyone right now, bang for buck, you cannot beat it. Because my car looks so clean, it sounds so crazy, and it's like slammed out with the wheels. It looks really aggressive, but it looks really beautiful. I was actually contemplating on calling it Beauty Vet, but no, HumblePie I think is the way to go. But for anyone that's considering this car, a C5 Corvette, right? You probably already have some sort of a really nice luxury car or whatever, and you're looking for a toy. I would highly suggest jumping into a C5. You could pick one up anywhere with low mileage on it. Some are cheap as 12 with high mileage, and then with low mileage, 18, 20, 22 for like the most pristine, beautiful one. And, you could hook it up and make it look good and go fast for pretty cheap. So what it allow you to do is what I do. Me and my girlfriend will jump in the car. We'll go down to Manhattan, take the top off, and literally have people pointing and going ooh and ah. We're talking about oohing and ahhing and taking pictures of a car that is, I don't even know. My car is a 01, 16 years old, 16-year-old car. So you can't beat it. And then in addition to that, I can still go out and run against the best of the new cars that's out or whatever it is. So not only does it look good, but it's also going to be just as fast as, if not faster than any of the new cars. So whoever wants to talk that mess, I got something for you. I'm calm, I'm chill, I'm reserved, but I'll serve you up that humble pie. All right, guys, this was a quick one. And one last thing before we end this video, I want to give a huge shout out to my boy John and Troy at Greenlight Customs and Performance down in South Jersey. These guys have helped me tremendously. They are the ones that's doing the build on the car. As you guys know, I might know a lot about cars, I might know a lot about things, but my hands, I'm not the one doing the work. So big shout to those guys. As we go through the build, you'll see me going down there to film parts of it. Maybe the motor being put together, the engine coming out and going in. They're gonna go through it greatly. John, man, he's so knowledgeable with telling me which way to go, what we should do. The day that they found the motor, they called me that there's one available. I sent them the money immediately that day. Later that day, they went and picked it up, brought it back to the shop. Same thing with sourcing the heads and what we should do and how to get to my goal. So John, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Greenlight Customs and Performance. Those guys down there know what they're doing. If you got something LS related, you probably want to holler at them. They do a lot of restorations using LS motors. So holler at them. But that's it, guys. Like I said, I wanted to keep this one short, and subscribe. Please always subscribe. We need that. Talk to you soon. Bye.